Hi David. I got it. No, I'm still alive. Hold on. Yep. Okay, so I've done a few updates since last stream. Let's show them. So, hold on. Okay, so hopefully soon we can actually deploy this because it's almost done. So now we have to use 2FA to register. So if I do this, let me show you an example. If we press login, right. If you press forgot your password, it sends a reset request. If we register, just use ADAM14 at example.com, and then we type ADAM14. There we go. Yeah, Accord is not online at the minute. I was trying to set up the Wi-Fi on the RPi earlier. It's currently plugged in, but it's not connected. So we're working on that in a minute. Trying to make it use Wi-Fi instead of Ethernet. Because if I use Ethernet, everyone in the house complains that it just slows down everything. So, yeah. Okay, so I've added an invite management system. So it looks like this. I think we can work on this. Now, if you haven't noticed already, if you don't know, if we create a role called admin, and then give it a red color or something, separate on member list, save. Obviously, this role needs like an admin permission, and now we can give us this role, and now we are an admin. Pretty cool. Let's add. Which one are we on? Stream. Okay, so let's create a new account or something because our JWT expired, which means we have to re-log in. So I haven't done too much work on this because I've been like around the country really, so I haven't really been able to much anyway. So if we register, it's not that I have that much money. I don't really. Oh, we don't need this. Delete channel. What? What? What is this? Delete channel. Okay, so we create a channel. Hold on a second. What was that? Okay, let's just delete this guild. Okay, so we're gonna join this guild here. I think you've seen this before, but I just want to display the role separation thing. By the way, my mouse is really weird. It's like 7 years old. It's one of these, by the way. I've replaced some of its parts. This is what it is. 30 quid. It's a bargain mouse. I think it's coming to an end really. So we got Adam15, who's online right now. But if we go offline, it shows up here, and then it comes up with a status. If we come back online, it updates. We can give Adam15 a role. Just gotta love React when it does that, and Redux. And then we can remove the role. Oh, it says we can kick Adam14. Which... Oh, we are Adam15. Hold on a second. If we add a role to Adam... Members hire roles. Okay. That's a bug. Wait. Hold on a second. So we try and remove admin from Adam14, which is some random member. But we're the owner, so if we go into roles, and where it says member has higher roles, if not is self, if it's someone else, and if they are higher, and we're not the owner. Self member dot user ID does not equal guild dot owner ID. So if self not owner or self is owner and then not. So we're going to try that again. Hold on. If not self and they are higher role, and they're not an owner. I think we can do this. So if it's someone else, if it's someone else, if we don't have higher roles than them, and they are an owner. And self is not an owner, so yeah. Otherwise it's an other error. Okay, it's another error. What? Are we actually... Is this actually being updated? Member has high roles, okay. What? Yeah, my mouse is really clicky and I don't like it because I had to rip it apart. Let's read chat, what's going on there. Member option when? Member option? I'm not sure what you mean. If you mean this, then... Oh my days, there's so much background noise. Apologies for that. Okay, so we can't... Who are we? We are Adam14. Oh, we can kick Adam15. Oh, okay. But that just kicked us. Yeah, so there are a few bugs in this that we need to fix. Let's try that again. What just happened there? So... Guild's deleted. Why is that? Oh no. Oh, it's emitting it to the wrong person. So const member client. So we need to get the client of the user that is kicked, not the user that kicks. So client.io.sockets, something like that. Get sockets.get, and then we get by room ID, if I remember correctly, or client ID. Okay, so we're going to go in WebSocket. Session manager. Okay. Get client ID from user ID. So JS map get key by value. The opposite of a map, so it gets the value by key, but we want to do the opposite thing. Entries, okay. Okay. Return entries dot. So we input the user ID and then we get the client ID. Find, okay. Key value. Where key value equals return ID, user ID, and then 0. Oh, wrong class. Give me a sec. We could do it this way, so return, yep. So now we type member client, and then we emit it to them. Cool. Hi, Gavit. Yeah, this takes a while for this error to go away, because TypeScript in the API repo just takes ages, always has done. Don't know why, but TypeScript's slow. Not on React though, it's pretty fast. So if we make an error in React, it updates much quicker than the API. I don't know why that is. So what we're doing is if the member that is kicked is online, then we are getting the client, the WebSocket client, and then we're telling them that the guild they were in is deleted, and then we're unsubscribing from events from that room. So we just fully leave the guild and ignore the events like member join, etc. that happen there. So this might work. Okay, so it kicked, who did it kick? So it kicked Adam15, and then member does not exist. It kicked it, but it kicked it. It kicked him or them, but it didn't like tell us that they were gone. So, what we can do is type member ID, because we've introduced something in MongoDB. We've introduced this here as the member ID. It's not the user ID. So we type member. So we type member.id, it's member ID. There we go. And then if I sound very tired, that is normal, but guild ID, so we're deleting that, sending the member ID, and then when we in WS listener, there's going to be an error here somewhere. So we're actually going to need the member ID. And then in members, what we're going to do is we are going to, when we delete one, payload.member.id, and then we can get rid of this gibberish, and then we splice it. Guilds deleted. We need the self member. Const. Okay. Const self member equals get self member. Guild ID, and then we enter the state. Oh, okay. Sudo. Cannot find name guild ID. But we need the member self member ID. Or we'll just have like ID, because that should be defined. Yep. Hi Heart Siddharth. I guess I could answer some short questions here. But the right platform would be Q&A really. Hi Devil Firefox. Yeah. Hi Try. I'll just call you Try. How's life? Bit normal. I don't know. Yeah, don't drink instant coffee before streaming. That's a reminder to myself. Just instant coffee just makes me very tired. But normal filter coffee just does the opposite, which is good. So just a thing to keep in mind. If we create a channel, name is required. If we don't have a name, we're not printing. Yeah, let's print that off. What? That is strange. Okay, so if we add admin, the name updates here as well. Now, there are quite a few things that we can add. So let's make another window, and we're going to note things down. So we could add user profiles, DM guilds, voice channels, not done that yet, pings, and yeah, as in the process of adding pings, mark as read. Hi, crazy access. Yeah. The dashboard uses CommonJS, but the first version uses ESNext. So that's the main difference, really. So you would use CommonJS for the dashboard part, pretty much. High velocity. Is there going to be voice chat? Eventually, yes. I think we're going to try and implement it with a WebSocket, because that seems to be the only way that voice chat is possible that I know of. So maybe that's what Discord do, I don't know. I don't know what Discord does for their servers. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try and add pings now. So, pings, what is this? What? Okay, so we have marked. I think I made this file and then thought it was a bad idea, and then got rid of it a few times. So is ignored. Okay. Channel message. I don't know if I ever used this at any point. No, it's kind of redundant. We only use that on the client. So I'm going to add the ability to block users. So let's do that. So block users. Member menu. Username. Okay, so we have a slight issue here. We have user menu, which is going to be a bit awkward, really. So how do we open guild member menu? Where's that? Oh, TSX. So context menu trigger. Okay. What if we can have like a user menu? Because user menu is just going to contain like all of the general user things, and then member menu, because member's an extension of a user, it's going to contain like kick, etc., which it does. So I'm going to add user menu. Now we have to use FC if they haven't removed it yet. SFC. Okay, there's something wrong here. React. These are outdated. No, I'm not even using them. Reload required. Yeah, FC, and then user menu, because they updated it, I think. So, then we use React. Yeah. So, we have a context menu. And we're going to import this. So we have a context menu. I think we have a menu item as well. Oh yeah, add in future update. Developer mode copy IDs. So we can add a developer mode like Discord again. So menu item. What's in here? So we're gonna have view profile. Should we? Maybe. Oh yeah, badges. We need to add badges as well. Add today. So user profiles. Mark as red. Yeah, I guess we can add, or try to add these features today. Yeah. Yeah, these 4 ones will do. So block users, we're doing that now. We're gonna have view profile and block users. See what it looks like. Okay. Now, with a context menu, we need an ID. Oh. That should be the member ID. And then... So that's the member ID, and in the member list... Yeah, we have member ID here. Let's rechat again. I cannot remove require, as that's included in the course. So this 1PG version with the dashboard uses CommonJS, so it's recommended to use require for these, pretty much, but it will still work after a lot of refactoring with ESNext. Hi Vlad, hi, it's Daniel. Have you updated the code for dashboard CommonJS? Not yet. Maybe I could like make a AS Next version that's compatible with the Neo code. So this code here. But I don't know, I won't be able to like make new videos on it because it did take me like a year to make them, or a few months to like make the dashboard parts. So I think updating, like making just a code update would be enough. Just tell me if that's a good idea or not. Do you think voice chat will take a lot of bandwidth? It will use WebSocket, and it will send like data between the WebSocket and the client persistently. That's all I know at the minute, to be honest. It won't be as good as WebRTC, I don't think. Won't be as clear, but it will be. It should be like good to use though. So the WebSocket that we're going to use is WS events. So we're going to use like these, maybe something like voice data received, something like that. Just an idea. And then we send this back to the user. Send combined audio data. And then with the audio data, the client like puts that together and plays it through the web, whatever they're using to listen to things. That's the concept really, but it's not been implemented. Get member. Members.find m.userid equals u.id. So what we're doing here is we are going to get the member so that we can type member.id so it works. So let me just demonstrate what we've done there. So if we didn't do that, this is what would happen. It wouldn't open, so that's why we had to do that. Because this member ID here has to equal member menu, this thing here. So this has to equal this, otherwise the context menu would not open. Similarly, we need the user here, so we're going to have guild member menu props. User.id. Okay, so we're going to have user here. Hi Pedrex, thank you Velocity, if that's how I say it. Hi Alvaro. So So context menu, user ID. So we're just going to nest this in guild member menu, because that might work. We don't know. I don't know yet. We'll wait and see. So we have a user menu here. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we're about to find out. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to have 2 triggers here. See what it will do. So we're going to have ID and then u.id, and then we're going to have key u.id. Like that. Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if... I really doubt. Hold on, member ID. And then if we got rid of this. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. Yeah. I think my idea is a bit flawed, to be honest. Technically, we could type this. So, user ID. Because only one of them is going to be open at the same time. For each user. And then type user ID. However, these do have like conflicting IDs, which is the issue. Oh. Oops. Should make an admin page. I don't really use admin pages. Yeah, they're nice to have, but oh, if you mean for a guild, like an admin page in guild settings, that's an interesting idea. So let me just interesting ideas. Yeah, I remember the old ideas you gave me. I still have them. So I have all the ideas that people have given me, minus a few. Let's do it this way. So interesting ideas. Okay. Don't know what would go in the admin page, but probably graphs or something. Because Discord has like a graph page for community servers. However, it's in the developer portal, so you could have it in here, I guess. It's an interesting idea. I sub for that one thing. What's that one thing? Oh, year in guilds. Okay. Yeah, so so we just write it down. And if I run out of ideas, then I'll probably could add it. Okay, so here's a menu. Where are we going? So we get this. It's a bit awkward. So class name, block. What is going on? Oh, okay, view. It kind of works. Because it's actually opening another menu, so I suppose if we go into guild member menu, I mean, we could make this as, we don't need this really. We don't need this. Right? What if we do it like that? Okay, now we get it down here. That's what we want. We're actually going to HR for now. So it looks like that. So we can view the profile. Let's put a class name, my2. Cool. So let's make this block users. What am I doing? Block. So what we did with the guild menu, we can do here. So we did something like justify between flex item center. It's like a little thing like that. And then we're gonna add like one of these. What I'm actually going to do is, let's add some more theme things here. So, borders. So we're going to make these all background color, border color. And then we're going to have border primary. Yep. So now we can do border BG primary if we wanted to. And it doesn't want to do that. Border color. CSS border color coral. Right. Yeah. Don't ignore subscribers. That's true. Maybe add badges. Yeah, we need to add badges, but we're going to add that with... The reason we need to is because I think in May, when I was releasing this, I didn't actually add badges. So, we're doing it now. At least we're going to do it very soon, so... I don't know why this border color isn't working at the minute. Border BG primary, but that is a promised feature. And we have like a list of people to give badges for. There's like bug destroyer badges, etc. So they will get them eventually, which we're not far from a release actually. We're like, I'd say these features need to be added and block users, and then we'll be there already. Because I'm not going to perfect everything in this app like I tried to do last time, and it was all buggy. Yeah. Okay. What is the border color? I'm doing something wrong, aren't I? Oh my days. It was in the wrong file. Yeah. Okay. There we go, that looks quite a lot better. If we were feeling that board, we could do rounded LG. I don't think that'll make literally any difference, but yeah. Okay, so we have view profile, we have block. I expect kick member to be here somewhere, so block. I'm gonna make that red. And then, so we have that in a span. So if I'm going a bit slow today. Oh, yeah, see my mouse is very annoying. It's like a 90-year-old mouse in its final days. It's on its deathbed at the minute. Until I replace its shell. So, font awesome icon, and then we're just gonna have FA cancel, FA ban, whatever they use. Yeah, this one. Is that? I think that's a bit too big. It's fine. And then here we can have font awesome icon. Icon is YouTube team. Hello, YouTube team. Hello, Susan. Hello, Mr. Dev. The roles work when given to members. These should do. Hey, how do you insert GitHub files into VS Code? Basically, you don't do that. You git clone GitHub URL, and then after you've done that, you code then GitHub URL. Sorry, you code and then the folder that it makes. So if you git clone /app, what will happen, let me show you what will happen actually. So it will download that, and it will download all the files. And then eventually what we can do, let's say it's done, we can code and then app. And then open. I don't know if it finished though. Yeah, it just cancelled. Because I cancelled it. And then it would open something like this and you'd have to install everything. But yeah. Also, how do you open that tab you have? Which tab? Yeah, you press Control P, and then you Control P or Command P on a Mac, I think, whatever they call it, and then you type in like a file name. That's what I do, because there's way too many files to manually look at them. View profile. So let's just push block users aside for a minute. Let's add these. So add user menu. Now we also want to add in the username, not the username, sorry. Right, so if we send a message, when we right click Adam14, we don't want this to open, we want something else to open. So how do we do that? Well, what we can do is where the username is, which is, the username is somewhere. Here it is. Wait. Okay, no, here it is. So that's the username. Now, what we do is we have something called a context menu trigger. Wrap it around where we want to click, which is this username, and then we put an ID. And the ID will just be user ID, author ID. No. It will simply be author ID. So when we click that, it opens. That's actually what we want. But we want this to be inline, so don't mess anything up. Style. No. What? Hold on. Messages are not loading for some reason. Check render method of user settings. Sorry, where's this? Tab link. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. So I did add another tab to user settings. So I haven't been inactive on this project at all. So the key is TID. Let me show you what I've done. So I've added a security thing, and you type in your old password, and then the new password, you change it. It gives you some error because I've obviously done it wrong. It should show the error. What's the data? User not found. And then, yeah. So I'm going to put that in. REST error message. So always error message when something goes horribly wrong. The tab when you inserted the GitHub. I typed code, and then if you type code in a file that doesn't exist, you get just an empty file in VS Code. If you set up the CLI. You want a collab. I don't know what that entails really, but it sounds interesting. Yeah, so the website does say it's super secure. It's not that secure, to be honest. It's just its security is pretty basic. So I'm going to make that more honest. I'm going to say somewhat secure. Because security, I mean, we just want to release a, okay, so we just want to release like a minimum working version, and then we'll focus on security. Like, the security is pretty average. There's no end-to-end encryption, so fractal JWTs, that's a new thing I'm going to make up because someone suggested it. Fractal JWT. Yeah, I just made that. So what it means is as a fraction, like dividing the JWT up into like multiple parts and sending it in multiple HTTP requests. That's one idea. Okay, I'm just going to make that a lesser idea. So yeah, I don't know how much secure it makes it. Because I think most APIs nowadays just use JWTs, including Google or Discord themselves, because they use like something like that. It's just an idea, really. Oh yeah. File uploading. How to the tab when you inserted the GitHub on Windows. Oh, after how to do the tab. Control N. I don't know. If you mean how to open VS Code, it's just the code command, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, so the messages are not loading. So, and then this right here is not inline. So let me show you. So for some reason, yeah, that's not doing it properly. Okay. So React context menu wrapper. Right here, what we're going to do is, for some reason the display is block, I think. So we're going to have display inline. Is that actually going to work? Nope. Can we at least have float left? We're going to call this today. Or moment today. What? Did that solve the problem? I think it did. Okay. So we have this view profile, etc. Now, the issue with this is not exactly perfect. So add ctx menu to message username. Very specific. The issue with this is the messages are not actually showing up when we go in the channel. So where are the messages at? Oh. Messages back. Okay. We send the authorization and the JWT. Again, I don't know if this is the most secure way of using an API, but a lot of tutorials out there, and if you have, use this approach. So it's kind of a standard approach of APIs that I know of. So it's nothing like special when it comes to, it's still hard to like decode, I'd say. Okay, so what that is pings.ts. So we're trying to set that. So if user.last read messages IDs, then we do that. Cool. There we go. When you showed me how to open it, so this is what I did. So I typed git clone, and I pressed Control C because I wanted to cancel it, and then I typed code and then app. But you would type code and then the folder you want to open. I just shut down the project, but yeah. That's what you would do. Okay, so let's actually add the profile now. So user profile. Let's add the user profile. So do badges soon. But we'll just need to add the user profile now. So user profile TSX FC user profile. Okay, so what we're gonna do in here, could use React, I guess. Really does not matter. Create guild. Okay. We're gonna need a reference to the user though. Like a UI reference. So invite create. Oh sorry, invite, create invite. How do we know which one's open? Okay, so in store, I just came up with this. We have active channel invite, etc. We can also have active user, which is an entity.user, which is in UI. And then we can have in here, so page switched. Focused user. Invite. So we want to only make one invite, and similarly we want focused user. So state.user active user equals payload, something like that. There we go. User profile, we'll just add a div. Yeah, sometimes React just gets stuck, so what you do is you restart it. That happens quite a lot. Hold on a sec. So interestingly, I'm not in the same room I was streaming last week. I'm in the one, I think I've streamed once before in this room. Yeah, but this is a different room. Okay, so User profile. Okay, so view profile. That should open. Guild menu. That should. When we do that. So menu, drop down. What do we do to open invites? We dispatch UI to open modal. And then, hold on. So we open the modal. We're gonna write in here just a user profile. So we're gonna have const user equals use selector s. There we go. So if user, return that, otherwise return null. This might not be a user. Now stream ended. Did it? It didn't. Dropped frames. Hold on a second. Dropped frames 50660. What? 16%. Right. I don't think I've seen that before. Like that many frames. But I think... Wow. That's a lot of... Yeah, my Wi-Fi shouldn't be that bad. But I am using Wi-Fi, not Ethernet, so... It's not been this bad. I've not seen it been this bad before. So, I think that's why. It may have had issues for like a bit. But it seems to have cooled off at the minute. But I'll check back on it. So, focused user. Yeah, so I don't really... Wi-Fi seems to be a lot more unstable than Ethernet, but I don't have a choice at the minute because I'd need a very, very long, like 30-meter Ethernet cable. So, yeah. Okay. So what's doing the invite? Create invite. Dispatch UI actions, invite create, focus invite. Okay. Keep getting confused. Create invite. No, we don't want that. Okay. Yeah, that's what we want. So we only want it. Hold on. Okay, so cannot read properties of undefined reading ID. Okay, so active guild is it's undefined. Just word. So it should only create one. So it should only create one invite. Following has unsaved, save all. Dot. Okay. So we have user profile here. So user.username. We want to open this. So is open middle. Let's get that. Const middle equals use selector s store app state. Open middle. Let's do that. So if middle, let's do open middle equals user profile.name. So how do we open this? UI.openMiddle create invite, that's what we do. Apparently. So in user profile, where we open the guild menu, guild member menu. Oh, member menu. Let's read chat. What's going on in chat? That's very weird that the stream ended for you. I think this has gone down by 1%. I'm not entirely sure what happened though, but it doesn't usually do that. Wanna be friends? Okay. Hi, I'm a shooter. So yeah, usually the streams like runs normally, but Wi-Fi is not as good as Ethernet. So we have guild member menu, view profile. When we click this, what we want to do is we want to dispatch an event with Redux. Now, I don't know how well that's going to work at the minute. Obviously not. So create guild. Yep. Oh, okay. Guild member, so this is... So when we click this plus, it does the same thing here. Oh, and then, give me a sec. User profile, that's what we type in. Make it a function. Let's click it. What? So we've opened that. Don't know what's happened there. Yep. Oh, okay, we need modal, don't we? We need modal. Oopsies. Oh. Size LG. It's not gonna magically work. Hold on. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a big break actually, so yeah, the stream is dropping a bit, so I think I'm gonna like, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna end it here and then stream when I'm ready. So I'll stream later today. I'm just ending it for now because this is gonna be like a very long break. So be right back.